The one question that some have spent their entire lives seeking to find the answer, only to come up with nothing, is, what is the meaning of life? And this can be interpreted in many ways. One could say that the meaning of life is to continue to grow as a society and further science and humanity, while another could say it doesn't really matter what you do because we're all here and we're all little tiny grains on the biggest beach in the world and nothing we do has an effect on the world. These contrasted thoughts can be easily taken and run with on a long conversation about why they think they're right. But really, what is the meaning of life? Now for me, I personally have found it easy to get wrapped up in self-expectation and fear for the future. But as I've learned, the future is always going to come no matter what you do. Time will always pass, so what are you going to do with your time? I've made it my goal in life to live the most fulfilling and eventful life I can, because in reality, your future is completely in your own hands. I will explain to you how easy it is to change your life and adjusting the way you approach situations and spend your time. There is not one person in this world who can use a small bit of change in their life and get their spirits high. I'm constantly on myself to stay positive and not let myself get down in situations, because there's no good in getting down in anything simple. To live life to the fullest, one must believe in every move they make and do it with confidence. An adventure is always right around the corner, so when opportunity comes knocking at your door, you better take that opportunity. And with this comes a lot of power. Confidence is the number one way to find yourself to success and living a full life of adventure. The ability to recognize a positive opportunity and react on it is a skill and must be practiced and learned from experience. And most people do not have this ability and to see opportunity with danger and recognize that it should not be one acted on. This deals directly with the maturity of the person, as it takes experience and a good brain to see it. Finding support from family and friends about whether or not a situation is good is a great way of finding or using your surroundings as help. With personal experience, I've found that the worst situations always come because of the second thought to remind yourself that is not a good idea, which is like what many people say, trusting your gut. If nobody is around to give you good advice, the only person that you can turn to is yourself, and it really takes skill to recognize it yourself. I've found that dealing with strangers is the only true way to stay on the same page and to use communication. Usually people do not like being placed in an uncomfortable situation, but the beauty of it is the best situations can sometimes come from what was initially a negative situation. Keeping your spirits high can be one of the most successful ways to make any interaction a positive one. This can be proven because when one approaches a conversation with another with a positive attitude and tone, the conversation usually ends up being a positive one. To live life as intended, a good mindset is one of the most important ways to keep yourself right. When brainstorming ways to improve your own life, you must think about what really makes you happy and what defines you as a person, and carry out your actions based on your feeling and not by the judgment of others. Especially during this time, it is really easy to get wrapped up in trying to please others, especially if it contradicts what your personal opinion says. But at the end of the day, you're left with what you got and nothing from what comes from others. Create a plan for yourself and let yourself step outside your comfort zone, because with personal experience, taking that leap into the unknown has made for one of the best memories. It is human nature to want to sit back and get into a comfortable groove, but life is short and time will always pass. As college students, especially during a time like this, we're left contained in a small town of Norman, struggling to find out what to do with the time. And although it may not seem important, taking a simple walk around campus or a quick stroll to the cafe has made for the best memories. All it takes is a quick exchange of words, and now all of a sudden you aren't strangers anymore. And with that, now you have stepped outside your comfort zone and made a friend and a memory from it as well. Life can seem as if it is moving at slow motion at times, especially right now when college students are online or at home. But the key is to keep your head straight on your goals that you have for yourself, while constantly developing new ways to progress your lifestyle. Keep searching for that next great memory, and when opportunity comes knocking at your door, you had better take it.